Alright, well, this is the second part of the 035 SCP tape, sedation. The last one ended festively with the SCP getting a little upset. He got a little bit of a temper, and he broke my man's neck. Good thing it was just a D-class personnel. So we're here for the next part. And I'm not quite sure where else this is going to go. I mean, we figured out that this charismatic, whimsical, devilish SCP has a pretty interesting upbringing. And so I'm kind of just interested to see where else that we go. I don't know where else we would go. Maybe try to find out more about his motives. Maybe about with some of the beef with other SCPs he might have. Maybe he's hiding out in the Foundation for some nefarious purpose. So let's figure out where we go from here. Play. Alright, here we go. Put in that old ass tape. And just like last time, I know if people kept asking about the green screen and stuff, I need to make a stand for it because this little backdrop can't stabilize it anymore. But we'll get it later on. We'll get it. Do we have to watch another D-class die? Oh, thank God.
These are the hands of an artist. Calluses, hard worker, shows vintage.
That's right. Yeah. He can see like your feelings and your thoughts, kind of some of your past when he puts on the mask with you. But it seems like now he's taking over people's complete personality, where he like hinted at before maybe people were able to retain some of their own personality. You know, back when he was in Rome.
He was a person once.
Now who stopped seeing him as one first? You consider people like him property. At least they live through me.
Or they do.
For as long as they last.
I'm not here to argue with you. Now could you please answer my previous question about 001?
I appear to be in a more agreeable mood. Why not?
So?
Yeah, man.
Which one? I understand there's about, what, 20? So what am I to say? How am I to know which one is the real Slim Shady?
The real what now?
Ha!
That surfaced out of nowhere.
That surfaced out of nowhere.
Teething problems. Anyway, here's my point. Why ask my opinion if only one of them exists? Or two? Or heck, maybe even none at all? What if they're just a ruse to keep people from knowing what the real 001 is?
Right.
That's what I would do.
That's
an interesting theory.
Too. She's like, with all these proposals, there's no way to know if any of these are actually real, and it could just be, you know, kind of like a rabbit hole you jump down to try to find the real 001 when really there is no record. Right?
Aren't I? Come on, you can tell me.
I think we've said all that needs to be said.
Aww.
What do you think about humanity?
In all honesty, I find humanity to be the greatest source of entertainment.
Really? What is it about us that you find so compelling?
The answer to that question is a difficult concept to grasp.
Something philosophical?
Life as we know it is one great symphony of order. Everything has a purpose. It's a place in the grand scheme of things, nature and matter. But then, humanity is thrown into the mix. Chaos, purposelessness, no order, and yet, somehow you coexist in your own illogical way, finding order and purpose for yourselves.
That's how
Science
we do
and art
it.
would not exist had your kind not created it. In your attempt to make sense of the world, humanity interprets through imagination and entertainment. Calling a spade is just so boring, and you start murdering each other because of its mundanity.
I see what you're saying.
Stop
It's essential to
murdering
your
each other because of
sanity.
it.
With no lens to hold it up to the world, you become fearful of it. You wind up having another day massacre. A single anxious, powerful woman caused a riot that lasted 27 days. All thanks to a little reality intruding on her life. Of course, I may have had a small hand in events.
We're one hell of a playset to you.
We're all playing things to something or someone else. Don't believe that I was never
that's
someone's
pretty
toy
good.
too.
That
Don't
was
feel so
good.
victimized. It's only human. Believe me when I say this. We have more in common than what you see in those little files.
How does an artificial body compare to one that once lived?
Let me ask you this. Would you prefer to interact with flesh or the imitation? It's familiar, like home. It shows expression in the subtleties of its movement that no mere statue can mimic.
Wouldn't something like an animatronic body last longer?
You're right about that. But most people would be scared out of their wits. It's not about preserving the body beyond its expiration date. It's experiencing what you can with the time you have left. Stone and metal provides no experiences to build upon the ones I already have.
Touching. And what about in the mind? Are you afraid of expressing your own psychological state without another's personality to filter it through?
That's good.
Smart
That's a good question.
But you'll have to try better.
Moving on.
I mean, if he knows that these are questions built by somebody else, I think he was going to be very cautious in how he answers it. But look, I like this. 035 is just as charismatic and witty as before, right? I like it. I kind of like the SCP.
What is your purpose?
Kinda.
Not sure. What's yours?
I thought we were talking about you.
Whatever piques my interest.
My purpose is whatever I choose it to be.
Sure it is. Objectively, I guess you could say my purpose is to help people express themselves in death in ways they never could in life.
Oh, that's really
And
good.
objectively?
For now, to feed.
Is that what drives you to possess humans? Do you gain knowledge, sustenance, or some form of joy?
Certainly more satisfying than taking over inanimate objects.
He's made that
like
pretty
that man
clear.
behind the glass over there.
No comment.
To an extent, I gained some knowledge of the person I possess, their memories and experiences. Although I don't really retain much, just what I've said and done is them.
And you feed on that?
It's not like a literal meal. It's a feast of the soul. I thrive on variety. And what better fruits for a spotlighter like myself than fresh, ripe experiences and emotions of humanity?
Pretty tasty. Ever come across some rotten apples?
Don't blame the tools if you're not talented enough to work with them. That being said, who am I to complain when I receive some variety?
Okay.
You could be the voice of reason to their tortured mind.
That is not my purpose. I accentuate, not debilitate. I study behaviors just like you.
He got a little
Like I
upset at
said,
that.
we could be great stage partners.
I don't force you to do anything.
No, but they do. Where's your voice of reason?
I don't murder people.
What does that change?
Really though.
I'm on this side of the table.
That's a very thin line you've drawn there.
Yeah.
And it can be crossed in an instant.
This line of questioning is discontinued.
Yeah, you better stop that. And it's not really much difference between you and him if you work for the Foundation and you can't leave, you know. And that's the weird thing, you know. People talk about, you know, the Foundation is like I read a comment the other day. You guys were like, well, the Foundation is good, and they're dying in the dark, so other people don't have to, and they have a very good light on it. But like, I'm talking about their means of doing that is very inhumane, right? I'm not saying that they're not there for a greater purpose that needs to be done or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, in general though, that is a tough line to take for the Foundation, man. The Foundation is really, really brutal, man. And there's not much difference there, dude.
Do you have sympathy towards your victims?
Hello?
035?
Something else.
Is this upset?
Another question, damn it!
Ooh. Ooh. Woosah, bro. Damn.
It's difficult to answer.
Okay.
I used to not need to, but now, it's unavoidable. I share a person's memories and experiences. As soon as I take their minds, I see everything they lose.
Word.
The difficulty is not recognizing sympathy, but from where it is born. Is it me who sympathizes with my victim, as you so call it, or they who sympathize through me?
Have they ever influenced you to take action? To do something you don't necessarily want to?
On occasion, a host lights may drive me to perform actions that deal with the urges, but to control or fully influence me, that is yet to occur.
Okay.
It sounds
so
almost
you-
as if you begin as the intruder of a person's mind. But once you make that link, the host becomes the voice constantly speaking inside your head.
Next question.
But
Please, I'm begging you, stop. Okay. This is
So, go ahead.
with what?
Just ask. I know it's what you've been buttering me up for, so...
Alright, what did you and 049 talk about during the containment breach?
Oh, nothing much, just catching up on old times.
We've suspected for some time that you two came in contact prior to containment.
It goes a little deeper than that, darling.
Yeah, how deep does it go, my boy? And did you give him his goddamn cane back? I love 049. Give him his cane.
We are lovers, me and I.
Really?
What?
I just wanted to
okay.
see the look on your face.
Bro, you got my face, bro. I was like, what? You got me, dude. You got me. And my mom was racing. I was like, so you took control of somebody that 049 loved at some point and then messed with him? Oh, dude, I was in it, bro. I went deep. All right, you fucking got me, bro.
Funny.
That is
You
funny.
need to loosen up more. Let more people get close to the real you.
I'm not the one being interviewed here.
Come on now. Focus on my
So
boy.
if you weren't lovers,
Acquaintances.
Yeah.
More so partners, perhaps.
That's
But we
lit.
were so much different back then.
how far back are we talking about?
Oof, a good 1,000 years now.
Oh!
I found myself caught up in the Crusade.
Hey, a good old crusade. And hey, if you're searching for the pestilence, the Crusade's a great place to do it, let me tell you.
Me, warped events to suit my needs. Make them think I was a holy artifact. I mean, I am, but they didn't need to know it wasn't their gods. Found the cause very silly, but the perks, eh?
Your talents for scamming the human race never cease to amaze me.
You make it sound so evil.
It's pretty
I was trying to survive. If they thought I was a product of Satan, I'd have been destroyed and you wouldn't have the pleasure of my company.
More's the pity.
You flirt. Anyway, I was headed through Bosnia with a small group of Hungarian soldiers.
Damn, that's a good place setting right there. I love it. That's so good. God damn it.
They had just found a foothold and we were taking some trinkets back across the border. So much for reclaiming the Holy Land. And the caravan was ambushed by rebel troops. Which only goes to show that just because the Crusades worked the first time does not mean it'll work the second. I only found out later that Hungary was pushed back across the border.
Later?
When the trinkets were reclaimed, I wasn't picked up. It seems to be difficult to influence people when they're afraid for their lives. And so I was left alone in the wilderness. Dramatic, really. Very calming.
How did you get someone to find you?
I did it. 049 found me all on his own.
Okay,
At
I'm
this
seeing
point, he
it.
had another name. Funny though, I can't seem to recall it.
Nice.
He emerged from the
Can't tell if he's playing with us or not, if you really can't remember. I think he just doesn't want to tell
light
us.
like a savior from above. Somehow he knew I was alive, and he could feel my energy.
Did he put you on?
Yes, but we weren't linked like I had been with other hosts. It was mutual, equal.
What was he doing in the Middle East? That's awfully out of the way.
Pestilence,
He'd been
baby.
making his way through Asia towards Europe
Yeah.
on his pilgrimage of cleansing.
Hell
the Crusades had died down in my absence, and 049 was heading through to clean up the mess.
And how exactly does turning the corpses of the fallen into proxies help that exactly?
Oh, no. 049 wasn't turning the dead. He was resurrecting them.
Lit, yeah.
He gave what few he could life. Mostly innocent bystanders and seldom brought back soldiers.
I knew it. I knew he could do it.
Especially on the Christian side. He was avoiding the road most travel, else he'd have a meeting with the business ends of a sword. He came across me on his way to Italy, where he heard a great many lives had been cut short.
And so you traveled together.
I'm sorry, was I interrupting your story?
Bro, let my man talk about my boy.
Alright, please.
Exactly,
Continue.
bitch. Rude
Thank
ass.
you. Anyway, as we traveled, merchants and refugees spoke of a dark cloud that hung over the land, killing all under its shadow.
The bubonic plague?
I'd get to that if you stopped interrupting me!
Word, I mean, you could tell my dude's got some anger issues. I don't know why you keep talking, bro. I'm trying to be on your side here, but I'm really feeling this story about 049, so shut the fuck up. Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway, we spent years in the East, encountering still mostly those who had perished in the Crusades. In that time, we grew to appreciate each other. He even allowed me to perform for the Risen before we were forced to move on.
Wow.
We made quite the unusual double act.
That's
We'd
cool.
bring him back and I'd knock him dead all over again.
That's cool.
He showed me probably the most human side of me than anyone before or since. Then we reached Regina, and the plague was waiting. He was so afraid. Unnaturally. This was a 049 who embraced the living as much as the dead. Now, he feared the living more. Try as he might, he could only save the dead, but he could not prevent them from being reinfected. It was a charnel house, and we saw the same faces over and over.
I knew it.
I implored him to use my powers, but even with me, it was not enough. Nothing would be. The plague was relentless death. The power of the gods could not stop it. We had to heal the sick rather than revive the dead.
A necromancer can only resurrect.
Yeah.
Could he heal the wounded as well?
The potential was there, locked deep within. I could help him unlock it, but 049 refused. We left Italy soon after. We never stopped moving.
You didn't bring back anyone else?
No, he kept ignoring everyone on the path, never turned back. All he wanted to do was reach Britannia and be done with it.
He had more work
Like
to
the
do.
family member you wish was dead, the plague was there waiting on the doorstep to greet us upon his return home. He had left behind so many before setting out on his journey. Now, cruel fate tormented him, as they had been buried too long for him to bring.
Eat this meatball.
For sure. Why is it in a fat ass? It's the biggest fucking spoon ever, dude. It smells good. I was thinking it wasn't gonna smell good.
Why did you think it wouldn't smell good?
I got some sauteed onion on there, some tomato sauce, garlic. Put garlic in this?
Yes.
Okay. Sausage. What kind of sausage?
Hot and sweet.
And
And ground beef.
ground beef. Boy, look at the sauce on that shit. The tomato sauce on that. That's some good stuff. I got your napkin. That's good meatball. Cooked very well.
If you were an SCP, would that meatball keep you from killing me?
Absolutely not. No. No.
Alright,
It's not a craving for human flesh. You can't satiate that with pork and beef.
Okay.
But I'm not an SCP. If I'm following my SCP lore,
Right.
that's all I need to sustain me. I'm safe though.
Single meatball.
Sure. Got a video, got a wife, got some meat. I'm good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a live review. Get your meatballs from Skitten. $50 a meatball.
There you go. Order in, bro.
By the way, you owe me $50.
You got it. As soon as I get paid. Alright, let's do it.
In shape or form you'd be pleased about. I implored him once more, and eventually, he caved. An 18-year-old victim of the sickness was our first and last living patient. We tried with all our might, but something happened. It was the most odd sensation I had ever felt. A burning seared through me like the forges of Olympus, and I felt myself bleed for the first time. That's when I heard 049 screaming. I'm not entirely sure what happened to him, but that's where my blood comes from.
What about 049?
Oh,
He hid himself behind that ridiculous mask he picked up in Italy. I had to move on, and I had the theater to help me regain lost confidence. I fear our ordeal left him disfigured, or worse, insane. But when we looked down at our patient, what remained of her would be enough to drive most people crazy from grief.
damn. So it is your fault that my dude's a little bit wacko, but it's cool though. I mean, hey, I support the drive to relinquish the pestilence, my dude. So he started out as a necromancer, resurrecting people from the dead, without the ability to really work on live patients. He had never really practiced that art. And now, as SCP-049, when he's working on live people, he's killing them in the process of resurrecting them anyways. So it's a very interesting theme there, where he basically has quit working on the living and trying to get people in a limbo between their resurrected state and their human state. That's what it seems like to me.
What's your thoughts on the Foundation itself?
Oh no. We're such on positive topics.
Word.
You don't want to hear what I think of this.
This?
Sorry. Ignore that. I should always be wearing a happy face.
Okay.
I'm very bored in my cell. I doubt anyone would be willing to oblige my thirst for entertainment.
I may be able to convince someone to let you have a dummy in television.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Watch.
Need I say more? It's okay. I don't see your Foundation as much of a problem for me.
Are you planning to escape?
That last.
If you're up to anything,
Oh, relax. I'm not too hung up on escaping. Would I if I had the opportunity? Sure, who wouldn't? But I've been locked away before, and you lot liberated me like others before you. I don't need to escape. Eventually, this prison will roll away and I'll simply walk out the fourth wall.
I guess he's right, huh? I guess he's right. Like, he's been alive for a couple thousand years. He couldn't have been contained for that long anyways.
Better hope our countermeasures aren't used in the meantime. What would you do if you were to be free of this place?
That's a lot of possibilities.
Feel free to list a few.
Well, in that case, I would love to run my own theater, host a wide variety of plays, operas. Oh, this takes me back. I haven't worked properly with the group since my days with Bill. Completely stole my concept for Othello. I wonder if Amadeus ever finished that concerto I was working on. I have so much catching up to do.
In that case, I think I'll rephrase my question to, what is your end goal?
I'd have some innocent fun and some not so innocent fun. I'm not content with having just one hobby, but even my most malicious plans will only result in a casualty or two.
So relatively sensible plans for the human race.
And what's wrong with a little bit of fun?
Yeah.
I'm certainly not complaining.
Right.
Damn straight.
Right.
Us masks get a bad rap. Like that fire guy, what's his name?
2814?
Sure.
2814 is a fire
But sure,
crap name.
fire masks. Always a laugh riot. But is it truly its fault when some bozo with bad hygiene decides to abuse the gifts they've been given against the world? It has its own hopes and dreams, even more innocent than mine perhaps. But it's the people who use us who give us a bad name.
That may be true in the case of 2814, but it appears to subconsciously influence some people. As for you, you have complete control over them.
I only act on murderous impulses if they are strong enough within my host.
That is what I was looking for. The actual mechanism for his, outburst or whatever.
Uh-huh. Sure.
So maybe that's not quite the whole story.
What do you fear?
Can you not see I'm already living in my own personal hell? No freedom of expression, hardly any recreation, constantly under watch by Lodge.
Must feel a lot like being an exhibit trapped in the museum.
Not a place for a gift from the gods. My talents are wasted in here.
Your talents could kill people.
But my rights! I live, I breathe on occasion. I think therefore I am and all that nonsense.
At least in here you won't be destroyed.
My essence dies. Like you said, an exhibit, I know you understand. You feel trapped.
Ooh, he's in your head, boy. He knows you.
I don't know.
Don't lie. I see the way you look at them. Never moving without their approval. Afraid for your very soul. We are alike in that way.
I guess we are, huh?
We are both trapped in the same prison. Exhibits on display.
Yeah.
I, a mystery. You, the key. But both used, studied for their amusement. I'd rather amuse on my own terms. And perhaps I could help for you too.
Here he goes. Look at him look
Smart
over
move,
his shoulder.
but you'll have to try better.
You're strong,
That was cute.
but soon.
They replied with each other, good move, try better. That's cute. He tried to get him though. He was on his head.
Why do you wish to control 682?
Oh, woe is I, to yearn what I cannot possess. Such is the curse of unrequited love, wouldn't you say?
I thought love was supposed to be abundant. Shared, moonlit strolls to the park, romantic dinners, flowers, all that jazz.
Spoken like a man unlucky in the art of attraction.
Yeah, that shit
You
whack.
can already tell I'm not in any position to indulge in that.
Such a shame.
Enough with the small talk.
Nick.
Answer the question.
Man, this man is impatient. Damn. They just was making a couple of jests, bro. Damn.
You've never kissed anyone, let alone
Why are you interested in 682?
It would be an interesting experience. My influence combined with the indestructibility of 682, the perfect organism. It would be my next step towards being a god.
With Hira gone, why would you need to become God anymore?
Hero never died, my boy. She merely retreated along with her brethren. I may not have heard her directly, but my attack on their power struck fear into the gods. They are weaker than ever before, and 682 may be the catalyst for my revenge.
There's only one problem.
Yes, incompatibility. 'Twas the same fault I had with 517, but 682 has more opportunity. No matter, even if it cannot adapt itself to accommodate me, I'm sure I can convince them to join my cause.
I wouldn't hold your breath. One's very stubborn and the other very dead.
As are you.
Ooh.
Next.
Ooh. He gonna use this dude to try to escape, bro. Probably. I'm telling you.
What were you doing in that crypt we found you in at Venice?
Drinking margaritas and getting a tan. What the hell do you think?
We both know that's not.
I know, my boy. I'm not as dim-witted as the other tenants here.
So what's the story?
Will you miss my stories once I'm gone?
They want answers, not filibusters. As do I.
So direct. No appreciation.
No, I'm just not up for being distracted. You've been trying to sidetrack.
Okay, now we're here to finish this video on 035. Skitten is done interrupting us. But she did make meatballs, so it's basically okay.
Or was it 49? Anyway, Venice was quite preoccupied with a slight outbreak of cholera. The decision to travel there was an unfortunate oversight of mine, and the convoy succumbed quite suddenly while seeking treatment. My last host must have been a native of the area, and had the strong urge to return to his family tomb. I doubt he realized he entered the wrong crypt. Poor thing was delusional with fear. And then, and the convoy was a 49.
Your audience is growing tired.
There we go. Right, he's the storyteller. Got it.
It must have been around 1848. Or was it 49? Anyway, Venice was quite preoccupied with a slight outbreak of cholera. The decision to travel there was an unfortunate oversight of mine, and the convoy succumbed quite suddenly while seeking treatment. My last host must have been a native of the area, and had the strong urge to return to his family tomb. I doubt he realized he entered the wrong crypt. Poor thing was delusional with fear. And then, all went quiet. I had no one. No one to call for, not even a stray. I was alone. The rest, as they say, is history.
Do you remember all of your time there?
Vividly, it is an experience I do not wish to recount.
I'm sure you can make it interesting.
I am growing tired of my unappreciative audience. I allowed you here for my purposes, not yours.
Yeah. Don't forget that, bitch.
If you don't mind, I'd like to go back to...
I do.
Sorry?
You've kept me cooped up in here answering these boring questions all day, and I'm getting very little satisfaction from you.
Whatever the
Okay,
case...
what
This
do you
isn't your
mean?
personal circus, 035. You'll do as we demand.
Sit up, roll over, lay dead, jump through hoops. That noise. I'm done being on display. And if you won't submit to me, then I'll take you myself.
I think it's time we concluded this interview.
Why so anxious,
Yeah, I
dog?
think so
Afraid
too.
of the exhibits? Getting too close?
Uh-oh, here we
Or
go.
would you like some first-hand experience?
Guards!
Get him out! God damn it, get him off of it! Get it now!
Yo, he's on it! Is he... 035 attacked the I-Class personnel watch during questioning. Upon entering the interview room, security discovered 035's host inert. 035 appeared to have blank watch when transferred to the medical ward to recover from injuries. 035 had returned to its cell, with increased countermeasures to prevent its escape. Engineers discovered 035 had used a corrosive to interfere with the electrical equipment in an attempt to obtain a new host. Medical staff could not determine how Watch survived the encounter. The subject questioned and regained consciousness after 11 days. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. He really got his ass. Yo, that dude was really tired of y'all shit, bro. He's crazy. Okay. This answers a lot of questions from that one that I watched out of order, right? About this character, about Watch.
Seriously, guys, what am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Yeah, that's the question then.
How are you feeling?
Fine. Shouldn't I be?
Is anything wrong?
I don't remember much after 035. Why are you so concerned?
I'm
Yeah.
aware we're not what you'd call friends, but
Please don't. Just don't let this thing take any more hosts.
I can't promise that.
You're making a big
Oh,
mistake.
God.
035 is a wealth of knowledge the Foundation cannot...
Pick your foundation and pick you. You've seen I'm fine.
Ooh.
May I go now?
Ooh. He's like, who am I to stop you, I guess?
Interesting.
He a little angry, man. He a little angry. Looks like we can see this is the West Wing.
Damn it! Shit! No,
I'm sorry.
that was... Let me help.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. Last thing you need is some douchebag roaming the halls.
I've seen worse.
I bet. Well, see you around.
Is that a chance encounter or what? 035 got some influence on this too? Following video is recorded in pre-alpha demo. It does not represent final quality of the product. Alright?
Alert. Pyrothermic life form detected. Ventilation countermeasures offline.
What is happening? What in the world did we get? What just happened in this tape switch? Let's give me a head to see what is actually going on in this video. So it's like a video game. Really good. Really good. So we got to continue the series now here too for Sedition. Are you kidding me? God, we're doing so much, but we're keeping up with it actually finally for the first time, which I'm proud of myself for. We got Skitten addicted to a couple of SCP stuff too. She actually finds interesting, which I'm happy about. A moral victory for all of us. Yeah, let's continue. We'll continue the series too. Watch is taking kind of a hit here. So... we'll see what actually happened, but I have a feeling it has a lot to do with the next things that kind of went on in this series. So, yeah, thank you for the suggestion. Really glad that you guys put us on point with this. And I'll see you guys in the next one, dude. Peace.